Well, I didn't actually think we'd see a time where I'd be covering Abyss Actors on OCG Thursday, but there's always something of interest. Make sure you guys smash your lovely crap out subscribe buttons so you guys don't miss out on more OCG Thursdays. So, Abyss Actors. Wow. When was the last time that we saw this deck do well? This one was one of the CS tournaments in Japan this week, and it caught my attention because I was like, man, we can really do something with this. Now, of course, they do have Electromite over there. Totally different story. I wish we had things to this degree, but okay. So we have triple copies of Mr. Comic Relief here. Triple copies of the Curtain Riser. This is going to be our extender / starter. Triple copies of extras. We have triple copies of Mellow Madonna. 2 copies of Sassy Rookie. Triple copies of Superstar, and triple copies of Wild Hope. Alright, so that's all your basic monster stuff here. Now, we have 2 copies of Contact C, triple copies of Nibiru, 1 copy of the Abyss Tainment. So you can trip an Abyss Actor monster, target 1 Abyss script spell card in your graveyard, set it to your field. And you can only use this effect of Abyss Tainment up to twice per turn. If the set card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you have 1 face of Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck. You can special summon any number of Abyss Actor Pendulum monsters from your deck. So the big draw to these is being destroyed by the opponent's card effects. Now, unfortunately, Mr. Electromite is an opponent's card effect, but that's fine. Alright, so Fantasy Magic here. Target an Abyss Actor monster you control this turn. Every monster that battles it, but it is not destroyed. Okay, return to the hand at the end of the damage step. As a card is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor monster in your Pendulum, or in your extra deck. Target 1 card your opponent controls and place on the top of the deck. So you get a free bounce on this. And then this is the best one. Rise of the Abyss King. So target face-up cards on the field up to the number of attack position Abyss Actor monsters with different names you control and destroy them. If you control a level 7 or higher Abyss Actor, your opponent can activate cards effects in response to this card's activation. If this set card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and you have a face of Abyss Actor, you can add up to 2 Abyss and or Abyss script spells with different names from your deck to your hand. So it's actually tutors for everything, but free bounce ability here is your free value out of this. We have triple copies of Pot of Extravagance, 2 Solemn Judgments, triple Solemn Strike, and 2 copies of Torrential Tribute here. Extra deck here we have 1 Anima, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 IP, 1 Electromite, 1 Brute Enforcer, triple copies of Apollosa, 1 Access Code, triple copies of Hyper Director, 1 Tornado Dragon, and 1 AA Zeus. And then we have 1 more Contact C, triple copies of Maxi, triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 2 copies of Dark Roll No More, triple copies of Lightning Storm, 1 copy of Raigeki, and 2 copies of Ice Dragon's Prison. Wrapping up some much-needed love to Abyss Actors of all decks. Alright, like, there's definitely something to be said for this strategy. It's been so underneath the table for so long. The only downside is our friend here actually locks us into Abyss Actors. You cannot normal summon or special monsters for this turn except for Abyss Actor monsters, which kind of stinks, but it is nonetheless a very good card. Alright, Link 1's done the right or wrong way, I guess you could argue, but still very good to see that this deck got the chance to do so well. So, Abyss Actors, everybody. Next up, we have Grape Keepers. Holy crap, man, this is a nice run around here. So, in the TCG, we've been seeing Grape Keepers kind of showing up as more of a rogue strategy, playing Dragoon. Now, the OCG does not have Red Eyes Dark Dragoon at this point in time, but that does not mean that the OCG isn't exploring variants and things out here, do things. Now remember, this whole deck's win con is literally built into this card right here, right? Necro Valley is the heart and soul of this deck. Alright, like, this basically ensures that anything that's going to mess around in the graveyards is not going to have a good time. Alright, so we have triple copies of Grape Keepers Commandant and triple copies of Inspector Border. Very, very stunning, right? Then we have triple copies of Card Demise, 2 copies of Into the Void, triple copies of Mystical Space Typhoon, triple copies of Necro Valley, 1 copy of Necro Valley Throne, 2 copies of Desires, triple copies of Pot of Duality, triple copies of Royal Tribute. This is also going to be your breadwinner here. Literally the fact that just establish a Necro Valley, turn 1, you win that dice roll. You do this to blow your opponent out of the water. Your opponent just has such a bad issue playing the game that I don't think they really recover out of this. We have triple copies of Compulse, 1 Dimension Barrier. This is an interesting tech. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Triple copies of Punishment, and then we have 1 Rite of Spirit. So this just literally targets a Grape Keeper monster, and you can special summon that target. But this card's effect is unaffected by Necro Valley. It's kind of interesting that they built a Call of the Haunted into this archetype for actual revivability. The card doesn't see a lot of play, but considering your game plan is, Inspector Board your opponent out, being able to get that beat stick back on the field to accelerate your game plan is always a good thing. We have triple copies of Solemn Judgment, triple copies of Solemn Warning here. Extra deck here, we have triple copies of Utopia the Lightning and triple copies of Utopia. This is literally just a burst damage on the opponent and push yourself into a game-winning position. We have triple copies of Gagaga Cowboy, triple copies of Five-Headed Dragon, and triple copies of Anentis. Alright, side deck here, we have 2 copies of Dark Will No More, 1 Harvey's Feather Duster, 1 Raigeki, triple copies of Evenly Matched, 2 copies of Macro Cosmo, 2 copies of 7 Tools of the Bandit, triple copies of The Huge Revolution is Over, and 1 copy of Unending Nightmare, wrapping up some much needed love to the grind state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, this is interesting tech. Still not sure how I feel about the 1 Rite of Spirit, but once again, as I said, you do need ways to burst the opponent down and to close that gap when you get into that grind game. All right. Also, Into the Void is additional draw power to once again push to, get to the Necro Valleys and establish that anti-meta presence. It's all going to be very important all across the board for what you want to do with this deck. All right, next up, we have Cyberdarks. Oh boy, so this is basically a cyber style trap deck. Oh boy. So we're basically playing this deck how we would want to play it normally. So remember, Cyberdark World here, this card is not treated as a Cyberdark, this card is not treated as a Cyberdark, or as a Dark World card. Alright, there we go. When this card is activated, you can add 1 Cyberdark monster from your deck to your hand with a different name than the card's engraved. And during your main phase, you can immediately, after this card resolves, normal summon 1 Cyberdark monster. Now, the thing that we've been talking about with this that makes this card so dang good is you can just search for a dragon and start combo effectively. And then we have the Cyberdark Invasion here. So once per turn, you can apply 1 of these effects. You can target 1 Cyberdark effect monster you control, equip 1 dragon or machine monster from either graveyard to it as an equip spell card, and give it 1,000 attack points. Okay. Or we can send 1 equip card you control equipped to a machine monster to the graveyard, destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Well, that's free graveyard removal and free equipability in 2 cards. That's really freaking good, actually. So, we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, triple copies of Cyber Dragon Core. Remember, this is a Cyber Spell Trap card. We have triple copies of Cyberdark Cannon, triple copies of Cyberdark Claw, and then we have 2 Edge, 1 Horn, and 1 Keel. Alright. And then we have 1 copy of Ghost Spell in the Haunted Mansion, 2 copies of Maxi, and then we have 1 Cyberdark Inferno. Cyberdark effect monsters you control that are equipped with an equipped card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target them with card effects. You can target 1 Cyberdark monster you control, return it to the hand, and then immediately after this effect resolves, you normal summon 1 Cyberdark monster. Alright, if this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by card effect, add a polymerization or fusion, redeck to your hand, but we don't really care about that. So, big monsters go burr. We have triple copies of Cyberdark World, triple copies of Pot of Extravagance, 2 Compulse, triple Invasion, 2 Punishments, 1 Imperm, triple Judgment, and triple Strike. Extra deck here, we have 1 Frigette, 1 Almirage, triple Wind Pegasus, 1 Omega, 2 Skull Knight, triple Anentis, 1 Cyberdark Endar Dragon, and triple Mega Fleet. Side deck here, we have 2 Lancia, 1 Pankratops, 1 Maxi, triple Gamma, 1 Driver, triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Arby's Feather Duster, 1 Lightning Storm, and 2 copies of Infinite Impermanence, wrapping up this chunk of OCG Thursday decks. So what do you guys think about the interesting things that we've got coming out this week? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these lists. I look forward to always reading the comments. Make sure you guys smash the really crap out of the subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I will see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day with some more cool, awesome content. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.